Hello, I'm Fiona. I'm part of the pastoral care team at Sunshine Hospital. I'm a chaplain working in the mental health units particularly. And today this video really is for people in acute mental health wards and perhaps people living in supported living. So people that are still living together in groups but needing to socially distance. And but I guess it's really for people that are trying to come up with different ways of being together in this time of isolation. So this is something that is very, very simple. It's art-based, and it's something that actually came out of Sunshine Hospital from a discussion I had, or a session I had quite accidentally really, in Sapu. It was with a particular patient called, I'll call him Michael. So Michael came in and we were in the art area and I was just doodling, and he came in and sat down, and I asked him if he'd like to have a bit of a draw. And what ended up happening is we both were doodling, and then he wanted to have a look at what I was doing. So we swapped artwork. Now, of course, while we were just doodling, there were lots of quiet spaces, and now and then I might ask a bit about him and what he was drawing. But it was when we kind of swapped papers and had a look at each other's drawings that we really started to kind of talk about, oh, look, you've used these colours and I've used this, and oh yeah, I really like, he started to talk about the symbolism that he liked, and that kind of led to how he was feeling about stuff. And like I say, he really led that, so it worked really well. So this is a very simple thing. Now, one thing I need to try and do, because this using a camera thing's all new to me. Oh, I thought I could switch the camera so it's looking out the other way, but I don't think I can. Things you should check before doing a video. So I'm going to have to try and do it this way. All right. That kind of works. So you can see here that I've set up a couple of pieces of paper on the table, and I have a candle. I'll tell you about the candle in a little bit. And what I've done to make it specifically corona friendly is I've actually sticky taped the pieces of paper to the table. Of course, they're not the right distance apart. And I've got the same coloured pencils on each side. And my thinking about this is that if you could have different stations around the room, and you had enough hand sanitizer that you could have a hand sanitizer at each station, that you could say to someone, right, okay, you're pink, you're orange, you're blue, you're grey. And so the person comes up to the table and they don't really need to touch much. They can sanitize, pick up their colour, put their draw without necessarily even touching the paper or the table, put their colour down, pick up the hand sanitizer, move to the next spot. It might even work just having two people swap, because then you're kind of getting a relationship together through your drawings. You're doing one bit, you're swapping, you're doing another bit, you're swapping. Now the candle I've actually put in just because I had one, it was gifted to me. It's a scented candle. And if you can't use a candle in a space, I just thought perhaps a scented oil or a smell or something that can be sitting there. So when people are drawing and doing the activity, they can be thinking about what the smell is. And maybe it can be a bit of a competition, who can actually pick the scent. It's a sensory thing, so you've got a few sensory things going on at the same time. All right, so basically it's as simple as doing something like saying, okay, start with a square. Oops, and just say, or draw a shape. So everyone draws a shape. And the next person might draw a square on theirs. Do the hand wash, move around. Next time you pick up, you move to the next piece of paper, you pick up your own colour, and then you might do a squiggly line that's attached to the shape. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do that. You could actually just say, look, just squiggle, or you could keep doing this kind of thing. Okay, it'd be good to actually have a bit of time at each spot, so perhaps even drawing, think about a shape, or think about some lines that remind you of the ocean, and see what people draw. Give them some time to do that. And then at some point, I guess you could sit down in front of just one piece of paper and talk about what you see in that piece of paper. You can make it as silly and as fun, or you can make it as kind of meditative as you like. You could really, draw it out, literally. And really, look, that's it. It's just a very simple way of interacting through sketch. You could have people at the very end perhaps just spending a few minutes sitting with the picture that they're looking at and then writing a few words down at the very bottom, so at the bottom of the page. I'm actually doing it on my page. I'm very visual, but you can't see that I'm doing that. So, you could say, what are some words that come to mind now when you see this finished picture? What do you think of? And how does it make you feel? How are you feeling now? Breathing exercises, do a little bit of breathing in between each one. And that's really about it. So if that's helpful, great. And I'll be thinking out some other things as we go along too. Okay, bye.